today. So just bear with me. So a very good afternoon to all present here, especially to our Vice Principal, our teachers, and to all our juniors and my batchmate. So I am very grateful and honored to stand here today on behalf of 4th year BSc Nursing student, 12th batch, to deliver this speech. Standing here today feels a little bit unreal. For years, we've seen a senior stand here delivering these farewell speech, and I used to wonder what it feels like to stand here, and finally now my heart knows, but it is confused whether it has to cry or to smile.
Yes.
I still remember our first day. The weather was very gloomy, just like today and just like our hearts.
Yes.
I still remember the nervous smile, the roll calls and the confusion. We were all a bunch of strangers after all. When we first entered the hostel, we thought, wow, fun, freedom, friendship.
No.
But within 24 hours, reality slapped us so hard, and that even the morning alarm is nothing compared to what we experience here.
Yes.
Our first big challenge wasn't anatomy and physiology. It was surviving the cold weather of Latgor. And I still remember how our little cute toes and feet, they turned red and bluish because of the cold. I also remember when we first entered the hospital as nursing students, carrying a brand new stethoscope like it was a royal necklace. I thought I was ready to save the world. But then came the first ward duty, and I realized saving myself from fainting was the first step. During clinical duty, there's just so much of thought block and confusion, and I always try to find my ways around hospital corridors. And now we walk those same corridors with confidence and stories that will last forever. We started off trembling to touch patient's hand. There were days when our hand shook more than a 7 magnitude earthquake, but now we are able to be calm and steady, except during Viva. And oh, those legendary night duties. We learned that sleep is a luxury, tea is therapy, and charting is an endless activity invented to test our patience. Dear teachers, each and every subject you taught us teaches us skill and life lesson differently. Anatomy and physiology, it teaches us how the human body works, every bone, every muscle and organ. But it also teaches us how beautifully complex yet fragile human life is. It reminds us to respect every heartbeat and understand that every life is a miracle. Microbiology not only teaches us about infection and microorganisms, but also show us that even the smallest things can make a big difference. Psychology and mental health not only teaches us to care patients with emotional and psychological challenges, but also teaches us tolerance, empathy, and power of understanding pain. And sun care posting, a favorite. It teaches us to be strong enough to tolerate anything and to be soft enough to understand everyone. We also learn that there are wounds that never show on the body but are deeper and more hurtful. Fundamental of nursing teaches us the foundation of all nursing care, but also teaches us discipline, responsibility, and dedication. And we end up realizing that nursing is more than just medicine, but the heart behind the hands that care. Community health and sociology not only teaches us society, culture, and health promotion, but also teaches us humility, teamwork, and service. Community health nursing teaches us to see that the world is one big patient and that we are its caretaker. Child health nursing teaches us how to care for children, but also teaches us tenderness, patience, and joy in the small things. Obstetric teaches us the skill of mother and childbirth, but also teaches us life itself, its strength and pain, and its beauty. Research teaches us that there's always a better way in nursing and in life. And management and leadership nursing teaches us about inspiring trust and respect. Dear teachers, you don't just make us nurses, you make us better humans. Of course, our journey wasn't always serious. We've had a share of funny and unforgettable moments. I bet whenever we have to pass by Mau Plang, we'll always remember a street role play and entertainment with the best viral hit Kasi song and our dance skill. And trust me, nobody can make us dance better than the community teachers, right? So dear teachers, you really turn our chaos into lessons. There were days when we were broke down, tired and overwhelmed, questioning ourselves, and there you were reminding us that we were strong. You believed in us when we didn't believe in ourselves. You saw potential in our confusion, strength in our weakness, and confidence in our fear. And today, as we prepare to leave, we realize that every strict instruction, every correction, every long case study was not a punishment, it was a preparation for life. To us, clinicals were adventure every single day. We woke up looking like zombies, holding a casebook and muttering prayers. God, please don't let ma'am ask me a question today. And then our teachers, so fresh and beautiful every morning, they will say, girls, please be ready with your procedure. And meanwhile, here I am still trying to remember my name. And it is enough to raise my blood pressure. And that one word that haunts all of us, assignments. Every time the teacher said, girls, write this for an assignment, our soul quietly left our body. And the moment we finished, it felt like a victory until it says rewrite. And that is the biggest heartbreak. But honestly, we do learn to think, organize, and to express, and sometimes cry without smudging the inks through our assignments. You know, some people might think nursing students live a very calm and disciplined life. We wear white, taught to work gracefully and talk politely. But reality, we fight for water and look half dead every Monday morning, and especially during clinicals. Let me also tell you about the great hostel water war. A hostel teaches us real survival skills. One hot water tap, 20 students, 20 buckets and 0 patients. And the one who gets to take bath first is a hero. And another war and struggle, group assignments. Also known as group drama, group fight with a title page where few person write, one decorates, and the rest provide moral support. We do learn teamwork, but also we learn how to forgive those who are just giving us moral support. And finally, dear batchmates, as I sit down to write this, a flood of memories rushes through my mind. The laughter, the tears, the sleepless night, and the clinical chaos, and all those little moments that made our journey unforgettable. It does feel unreal that our time is coming to an end. I feel like it's just yesterday that we were fighting. We have shared more than just notes and pens. We shared dreams, fears, and kind of laughter that make hard days bearable. Well, I surely miss the tea session during group projects and the night we stayed up talking about our life, the future, and how much we'd miss it when it's all over. Well, now it's over, and I can truly feel the weight of those words. Our hostel rooms becomes a world, a place where we build a friendship, fought over silly things, and trust me, one fight are more dramatic than Big Boss. And even shoes flew in the air. But trust me, what's beautiful about a batch is that we always end up in good terms the next morning. All the chaos, the borrowed clothes, shared Maggie, make us closer to each other. In these 4 years, I've seen the bravest girl tremble, the strongest heart cry, and the most introverted girl becoming crazy. And as we're preparing to leave, it hurts to say goodbye. And I want to say thank you for being there through everything, for your kindness, your madness, your honesty, and your friendship. Thank you for every smile, every inside joke, and every time you said, don't worry, we'll manage. Because somehow we always did. And I find comfort in knowing that no distance can erase what we've built. Even when we're miles apart, a small memory, a photo, a song, or even a hospital smell will bring us back to these golden years. So my dear batchmate, let's promise to remember each other, not just for what we did, but for who we were to each other. Friends, family, and a team that laughed, cried, and conquered together. And if you ever miss each other, please listen to the community songs that we danced. Thank you very much.